Mike in Seattle writes to me and says, as a retired person of modest means, I suffer from audiophile envy syndrome since I began watching your interesting and informative videos after getting a Sprout amplifier about 8 years ago. This week, in an effort to ease my suffering, I traded up for a stellar Strata. This is changing my listening experience from being very good to being excellent. I am appreciating the fuller, brighter, livelier sound that Strata can deliver from what I'm inputting on my old Polk TS 1300s. However, I am disappointed to now need more expensive hardware in order to play my records rather than not being able to plug my turntable directly into the new amp like I could with Sprout. How come? Well, just so you know, Sprout, for those of you that don't know, is our cute little integrated amplifier. There's usually one around here somewhere. And it's a project of my son, Scott's. And gosh, we've sold, thousands and thousands of Sprouts. They're a great entry into high-end audio. But the step up to that is currently our Strata. That's the Stellar Series integrated amplifier. And what we did with Strata is tried to make a decision of what we should include and what we shouldn't. And in any time you're designing a product, you kind of have to make those hard choices. Now, some companies, the big Japanese companies in particular, Sony, Pioneer, and all that, they just put everything in there. And that's fine. None of it's great, but it's all very functional. We don't put anything in our products unless they really work great, or at least sound great. Some of the things we put in our products haven't worked so great. Streaming products, in particular, we've struggled with because of the, oh my gosh, network problems, the variability of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and we're a high-end audio analog company. That's what we do, and we try our best with streaming stuff. But when it does work, it sounds great. And that's what our focus has always been, to give high value, great sound. And anytime you move from one product to another, there is a huge difference in sound quality, as Mike has realized. But that said, whatever we do put in has to be of a certain quality, which means if we're going to hit a certain price point, which we try and do with Stellar, we try and keep Stellar line things that people can afford, then you have to make hard choices, okay? We could have put in, phono stages and all of this. Streaming, what we did decide is that more people wanted to have streaming than phono. And so if you're going to have a phono stage, buy a separate phono stage, because most people involved with turntables and vinyl are very particular, at least in our crowd, are very particular in how that sounds, and which is why we have put out the Stellar Phono. And it's not as expensive as a Strata, but it's right up there. And I get it. Welcome to separates. But that's the reason we did that. Now, we are considering at some point, maybe in 2023, redesigning Strata such that we'll swap the streaming thing, the module in there, for a phono stage. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. That's been talked about, but don't go call your sales guy here and go, I want one of those, because we ain't got them. We haven't even, we're not doing that. But that's the reason why. Choices that we have to make. Can't put everything in and still maintain the sonic quality that is paramount at this company. And so that's how it worked. So I'm glad you're enjoying your Strata, though, and thanks for writing in. Okay, thanks. Bye.